Welcome to Trader UK, where we discuss money management and how to grow your wealth. Today, as promised in a previous video of mine, I'm going to run through my entire £20,000 portfolio. I'm going to show you what it's made up of, what's performing well, what's not performing very well. Top of the screen here, this is my Degiro account. I'm not sure if anyone else uses Degiro. I've got a few videos on how to use it. This is the platform that I choose. I'm going to dive straight into the portfolio section. Current balance, by the way, 20,016 or 14 is trading at the moment. It's been crazy the last couple of days. Yesterday was up £1,400 for the day, £1,440. Today down 820. The market is really strange at the moment, but around 20,000 the value of the portfolio. So this is my full portfolio here. I'm going to organise this by value in pounds, and we'll start from the smallest investment and work our way up to the bigger investment. So the first one, Beyond Meat, value of £240 at the moment. I only own a few shares in this company. It's a bit of a speculative one. I do really believe in this product. The IPO was only in 2019. It performed really well initially. I didn't own any shares during the IPO or when they IPO'd. Performed really well initially and then tumbled quite away. The prices got so low that I wanted to add it to the portfolio, and I do genuinely believe in this company. I believe in the product that they offer, the plant-based alternatives to meat. They've just agreed a big deal in China with Starbucks as well. They work with McDonald's, so I think we will see big things from them in the future, but at the moment they are the smallest part of my portfolio, and so far 5.69% up for this particular investment. Then we have 3M Company. These are the makers of the N95 mask, so should be doing some big sales at the moment. Again, just a smaller one of my investments, £243.07 at the moment, 2.83% up. I'm sure they will do well in the short to medium term. There's going to be no let up in demand for their N95 masks and a few of their other products during the current pandemic. But it was something I wanted just to kind of pad out my portfolio and give me a mix of different companies here. Facebook, the third smallest investment in my portfolio, £324 worth of Facebook shares, 21% up, 21.77% up at the moment. Again, just to pad out the portfolio, I wanted a solid company in there, solid tech company. With Facebook, I also expect that they've done well during the pandemic. More users, more user time could well result in increased advertising revenue for them. They're also launching a streaming platform for gamers, so that could see them performing well. Next up, Whitbread. Whitbread starting to get a bit bigger, the investments now, £450 worth of Whitbread shares. These are a company that operate in the UK hospitality sector. They own the Premier Inn chain, they own the Beefeater chain of restaurants, a very long established company in the hospitality sector, performing pretty well, 6.9%. These I expect big things from as soon as the lockdown is lifted. Everyone's going to be visiting their restaurants, so I would hope that those stocks almost double in value. Next up, EasyJet. EasyJet, £598.20 of EasyJet shares. Another one having a terrible time at the moment, like all airlines, but set to do well once international travel resumes again. 3.67% up on those ones, despite the fact that they're not even trading at the moment. They've grounded their entire fleet. So yeah, it's one for the future. Walt Disney, £600 worth of Disney shares, 3.54% up so far. I didn't buy these too long ago. The reason I bought them was the launch of the Disney Plus platform. Again, it's nice to have a big name company in the portfolio just to pad it out a little bit. But the Disney Plus platform I suspect will really rival Netflix and take a lot of their consumer base. Then we have Revolve Group. Revolve Group, £604 worth of shares in the Revolve Group, currently 5.93% up. This one I heard about from Jeremy from Financial Education. If you're not subscribed to his channel, go and find them. Give some really good insights. When he spoke about them, I think they were $15 a share or something. I did like the look of the company, but it was I thought it was still a little bit overvalued, and I thought that the price of the shares would come down. I ended up getting them at $10 a share, and currently 7.7% up on these ones. They deal in high-end goods. They sell luxury brands online, and previously they've been a really profitable company. Next up, we're moving into slightly bigger investments now. On the Beach Group PLC, £694 of these. These are an online package holiday provider, again doing no business at the moment. Now, these were one of my initial investments. When I first started investing, I invested purely in the travel industry, which was a horrible mistake. I bought into On the Beach and a couple of other package holiday providers and airlines. As soon as the pandemic hit, of course, they were terribly affected, and the share value plummeted. With On the Beach and a couple of others, I actually sold on the way down. I decided to pull out of those. I waited, they continued to fall and fall and fall, and then I bought in at the bottom. So I'm happy with my position on these. I think they will do really well in the medium to long term, providing they make it through the current pandemic. So although it shows a 19% gain there, I've actually made a big loss, £749 on that particular investment. But again, happy with my position. I'm sure it will do well in the medium to longer term. Next up, Uber. I only own 30 shares in this company, but it makes up £712 of my portfolio. The price got so low on these ones that I had to buy some. 7.58% up so far. And again, as soon as people get back to normal, as soon as the cities start operating again, I'm sure the share price is going to shoot up for these. Carnival Corp, 60 shares in Carnival Corp, £749.51 worth, 3.92% up so far, 4.06% up so far actually. The first of 3 cruise companies that I own. I've spread my risk across the 3 big players in that market. Next up, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, again another cruise company, £1,022 invested in that company, currently 59.42% up. I should have bought some more. These cruise companies, I would expect to see 300, 400, 500% gains on these at some point. I just got them at the lowest possible price. Let's hope they all survive, but to be honest, even if one of them drop out of the running, the others will make up for the losses on those. Alphabet, Google. I only own the 1 share in Google just because of the price of it, £1,056. Another one just to pad out the portfolio, just diversify a little bit. Currently 12.18% up on my Alphabet shares, got them at a good price. One of the reasons I invest in Alphabet is actually YouTube. I think YouTube is a massively growing platform and will continue to grow in the short term. So that's the reason I invested in them. Then the third of my cruise line stocks, Royal Caribbean Cruises, £1,098 invested in these, 56.13% up for Royal Caribbean. They're performing well and again should continue to do so in the future. Ocado Group. Ocado are a home delivery supermarket or an online supermarket in the UK. I bought them at the start of the pandemic. Obviously people were going to stop visiting the supermarket as much, so online deliveries were going to skyrocket. They've done really well, 54.31% up so far on my Ocado shares. Amazon.com, we all know I only own the 1 share in Amazon, but it's worth £1,919 of my portfolio. Again, the price dropped so low for these, and you know, during a pandemic or during current circumstances, home delivery is going to be a big thing, and their streaming service is going to be huge as well. Sky is the limit for the Amazon shares, 24.31% up so far. Tesla. I didn't own any Tesla shares before the pandemic. I did want to own Tesla shares, but the price was getting a little bit high when it reached $900 share, and I was looking. I managed to get them at $587 a share as an average, and they're currently 35% up since I bought them. TUI AG, this is another one of my original investments. I had to sell on the way down, so the profit percentage and the profit amounts are a little bit off there because of the calculation. It's showing that I've made a loss of 13% on those. It's actually a lot more than that if you look at the actual amount figure. But again, once things get back to normal, I think they're in a good position. Their share price will double almost overnight as soon as they start trading again, assuming they make it through the short term. And then finally, my biggest position is in Dark Group. Similar to TUI, they're their biggest competition in the UK, but they had been seeing double-digit growth before the pandemic, so a real up-and-comer in the package holiday and airline business in the UK. Dark Group, since I bought back in, was 66% up, but overall I'm still 1,400 down on those ones. So unfortunately, my two biggest investments are where we've had the biggest losses. The more recent ones that are padding out my portfolio have performed really well. So that's it. That's my entire portfolio for you guys. Let me know your comments or your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe as well.